before I proceed, I would like to acknowledge the presence of only one prospective leader, Mr. Cesar Ramos, of the C.S. Ramos Construction, and of course, the presence of the Bank Secretariat and Technical Working Group, Mr. Lucena and Grupo, Secretariat Paolo and Ronald, and of course, observers in the persons of Mr. Mena Pertito and Victoria Palmario of the ATEC. So we have a quorum, so we proceed to the private conference in the presence of the 3 bank members. 2 bank members and 1 chair. Dani Balanchay, Story, Mamades, and the chairman. So we are here for the private conference on the construction of training, laboratory, and processing center in Southern Tagalog, Tecgen, Cavite, with an ATC of 1 million. So the purpose of this private conference is to discuss, among other things, the eligibility requirements, and of course, the technical and financial component of the project to be built, and also the evaluation criteria. So, it's also, it is not mandatory for the bidder to attend the private conference, but only those who purchase the documents are required. But those who are interested to join can join also after the private conference, but there will never be an access on the limits of the game. The evaluation criteria to be used is the non-pass or fail criteria, and not discretionary criteria, on the presence of the eligibility requirement as specified in the documents in RA and 184. So those eligibility requirements includes, number 1, the legal documents. So that include the ZEC registration, number 1. Number 2 is the mayor's permit from where na naroon yung place of, please pause here, legal. Okay, the mayor's permit, the technical documents that include the ongoing statement of the ongoing and completed or not yet started projects of the respective bidders, whether of government or private contracts, similar or not similar in nature and complexity of the project to be built. And of course, since this is infrastructure, I will require the technical document as submission of the PICAP. Okay, PICAP. So the financial component will include, of course, the audited financial statement, including the asset and the liabilities, stamp received by the BIR for the last 2 years. And also, the NFCC, or the net financial contracting capacity that is equivalent to the amount of the project to be built. So the NFCC should be 1 million also or more. And of course, or a credit line certificate will be 10% of the project. Either of the two will. So with regards to the submission of the envelope to envelope, the technical proposal and the financial proposal. The technical proposal includes the eligibility requirements. Sinabi ko, and the other one, envelope, is the technical documents that include, of course, number 1, the bid security. It should be arranged in order so that it will facilitate during the opening phase. The bid security, ayan, in the form of a shares of manager check, 2% of amount of the percentage of ABC, or the irrevocable letter of credit issued by the Personal Commercial Bank, 2% also, or the surety bank on demand, issued by a surety insurance company to insurance authorized to issue such security equivalent to 5%. Ano na yun naman? And of course, not only the technical requirements, of course, yung project, manpower, the equipment, and another thing is what you call omnibus work statement. Hindi ko lang sabihin isa-isa na alam na yun.
Okay na, sir.
Okay. This. So after that, of course, you will submit the 2 envelopes containing 1 original and 2 duplicate copies. Okay, both of them. So the financial will include your bill of quantities and of course, amount of proposals will be. Okay, we'll proceed to Okay, after the opening of the bid, siyempre, the bid evaluation will follow. And then, you'll submit after 3 days the additional requirements that include the tax clearance, number 1, income tax returns, certificate of field of registration, and other licenses as required by law, or as stated in the bidding documents. So that is 3 days after the bid evaluation. So the bank will notify the lowest navigated bid. Then we proceed to the post-qualification. So the purpose of the post-qualification is to ascertain the validity, of course, yung reliability ng isinabit na documents. So the architectural work who will post-qualify, it will be within 7 days, the minimum is 1 day. But mapadali nyo mas naging 1 day. Because it is 28 days. Okay. So with that, okay, yung close trailer, may mga ano. So, now, are there any clarification from the perspective with regards to the documents?
Sir, yung submission ng nakalagay dito sa sasubmit sa Quezon City, tapos dito sa Nike bukusan.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anong date?
Same date, November 28.
Apo.
12 p.m. ang submission sa Quezon City.
Hanggang 12 p.m. Pero pag-submit ka na ng umaga.
And then ang opening ng bidding sa
1:30 na. So, parang 8, dire-diretso na. So, internally, yun na lang gagawin natin. Or gusto mo dito na nga.
Pwede rin naman sir, gawin ng supplemental na lang na
pwedeng dito na rin i-submit.
But not later than
12.
12 o'clock.
Internal na lang sir.
But I would like to remind you that
Isama na lang nasa minute.
ay hindi, itong ganito sabi ko sa inyo. Irurul ko na any clarification or explanation that the prospective wants as part of the giving documents will not modify an amendment unless it's expressed in writing. So, what will be the decision of the body? Is it internal to be included in the minutes of the meeting or an amendment thereto as part of issuing a supplemental bill? Back. There are 2 issues because of the submission on the time and date of the receipt of the bid. So that, because Quezon City originally, but then 1/3 is the opening here. The distance travel. So there are proposals that it should be submitted here before 12 o'clock, at 12 p.m. So the question is, because the rule in the pre-bid conference is that any statement or that made in orally but not in writing should not modify the bidding document. So any statement that you wish to add as part of a supplemental bid should be put in writing. So the bidder will put that in writing, or the bank will roll and the prospective bidder will agree that it should be part of the bid as well. So what is the decision of the bank?
I think I am
Pag-submit.
ako I am recommending that it can be supplemental reading, it can be in writing.
Ang danger lang ako namin ko, pros and cons, kasi if it's supplemental, it will take time. Hindi ko pinawamunahan back. So, how about, I'll get the idea of the
I agree with whatever the opinion of the chair. I go with you.
Okay. So we are 2. I'll vote for that. So the latter will prevail, which is a part of the minutes of the meeting. Okay? That's all. Kasi any statement information made but not identified in writing will not modify. So any other clarification from the observer, from the end user, and from the back. How about
Okay lang sir. Pero yung minutes, paano namin makukuha yan sa inyo?
so you will secure from the back secretariat to email.
Through email na lang. And then sir, yung plans.
Oil plants. So that's technical aspect. So what's your question about it?
Wala pa po kaming copy.
Oh, where is the copy of the plan?
Sir, yun nga yung ano dun. Kasi walang pirma. Ang comment ng technical working group, yung original na design ng plan, walang parang yung pangalan sa baba kasi nag-prepare. Pero meron dyan sir, andyan sir sa kabilang side. Andyan po.
Anyway, audit, pero mahal natin kung sino.
Pa-reproduce na lang natin sir. Kung sino man yung nag-prepare.
But remember,
Yung nasa-
those who are late
Pero doon
comers,
sa engineer yun, talaga naman sila.
those bidders who
Hindi na
intend
sila
to
tumakas.
participate have no access.
Ah.
Sa plan.
On the documents being presented, on the issues being raised and the resolution of the case, the prospective bidder that will join after this commerce will have no access in the minutes of the meeting, whether the agreement, whether the documents because of the rules. They could provide it by this, but they could not access the documents or the resolution. So take this open on the minutes. Nako, ba to? Sasalita.
Inalis ko na nga sa'yo.
So okay, temporal bibigyan niyo.
Actually, ito yung meron kahit din yung engineer kasi sabi nila ayusin doon.
Oo nga.
Pero, ginawa namin dito. Kaya na wala pero na yan. Pero, yun yung... Ito yung pwede mahirap ko.
Hindi ba yan? Ay, next.
Okay.
Mr. Chairman,
Yeah.
I would like to suggest that the submission of documents at the Honorable for 8 o'clock a.m. on November 28. Before we leave Central Regional Office to here.
Well, overruled because we agree that this should be before 12, the specified time, and a part of the minutes. It's no longer valid because it should be, you have motion that the earlier. Because we have decided through rotation. You agree with me, the procedure. It never now modified the bidding law. Ay di ba, mag-usapan off camera. Napag-usapan natin na gano'n. Bait ko dito na dadalhin. Pag doon pa, well, mas mga laborious.
Magagalit tayo dun kasi.
Ay di ba? Para doon tayo ng maaga before. Well, tayo mag-a-adjust. Sasabi siya din. Para makuha dito. So, mag-LR lang 12 p.m. Ay,
Kasi dito rin tayo open.
the question is, who will be the observer? The auditor here or our auditor?
O yan, o yan.
So, depende pa rin.
Sige.
Nandito.
I will ask the opinion of the auditor.
Pero dito, i-check natin.
Pwede naman hindi siya yung kanyang representative. Yung auditor na staff, si George hindi natin. Na-attend si Menchi at saka itong si Edge. Yung communication follow kay advance. Yung sa mga COA. Anong pangalan pakibigay niyo na sa amin? So, any other clarification?
Sir, pwede ko makahingi ng list ng checklist.
Okay,
Wala
checklist.
po ng kopya dito.
Okay.
Meron po sa instruction to bidder sir. Ano dyan po lahat din sir.
Tulad nung
yung-
pinasas mo yung in order kasi.
Kasi yun sir, kumbaga sa ano, ginawa ko lang yun. Pero ito talaga yung...
Kasi ito yung pagbasehan natin.
Para madali kasi.
In order.
Sunod-sunod. Hindi ako malito.
May email ko kayo po.
Meron ba?
Pakiano nyo na lang sa email ko sa inyo pag-email.
So the bidder will be declared ineligible to participate on the bidding if there are incomplete requirements or insufficient
Pero
submission.
ito lahat yan, page. Page 17.
Remember, it should be stamp received by DBIR. Kung DBIR po lang stamp, mean a disqualification. Stamp received for the last 2 years, not 3 years. Saka isabit nyo ay earlier than that, disqualified.
Initial to ITR.
Hindi, for the last 2 years.
Yung
Kunyari nakalagay dito 10, 2, 9 mo. Okay. 9 yung ano, ITR.
Hindi po hindi po 2010.
11.
Kaya 9.
Past 2 years. 2009, 2010.
Bali, 2 ITRs.
Ah, ah.
2009 and 2010.
Doon is after the time si Rem.
Release.
Dapat ko lang yan tayo. Tapos first
28 is month.
Release.
Then the excuse because you're not on jury duty.
Oh, yan yan.
Jury
Jury
duty.
duty.
Parehas ba rin ng pagkakasunod?
Galing pa rin tayo.
Ha? Mas malinaw ko
Mas detalyado lang ito yun kasi.
Dito na tayo sa talon.
Pero ito yung page 17.
So during the evaluation of bid, we will evaluate as calculated yung discrepancy in figures and amount. So watch out that, for example, in figures and an amount, so the latter will prevail. So if you have a surprise 0 on every item, it is offer free. Okay? So pag nilagay mo na 0 doon, nari 5,000, it is free.
Kailangan pa sa tab yung ano, kada page po na.
Di ba? Hindi nga pa sa sunod na. Okay. According to checklist, kasi pagpasa ko, bull pa ako.
Okay, sir. Tapos sir, dito sir, pwede na magtanong about technical.
Ano?
About technical sir, pwede na magtanong. About plan. Sir, yung building permits nito, right?
Okay.
Sana ang contrary lang sa bidder, doon sa mananalong bidder, siyang pananggal. Kasama doon sa, kasi doon sa overhead, may overhead na sinama namin doon.
Nasa taas.
Pero sir, yung mga planong ipapasa natin sa munisipyo, kayo na magpo-provide. So, sa amin processing lang. And payment. All documents na ipapasa na sa munisipyo, kayo na magpo-provide.
3 minutes.
Sa video na lang.
So kasi ito din yung sa wala nang mabago din.
Wala na nang dismount sa atin.
Aba, baka, well, you should have some reason. Anybody could take the minutes. Rona. I am not allowing a video and an audio.
Yung all documents na re-record ng munisipyo, ng engineering,
Hindi,
ng building official.
Paolo, pwede, excuse me, pwede ikaw habang ganyan, sinusulatan mo na. Kasi it's very important what transpired. If verbally, still, parang dadabing tayo, hindi lang makinig natin, pero hindi natin ano, yung sulat, mas lagi. So within 3 days, kailangan ready ang minutes per meeting after this. Okay? Continue.
Yan sir, yung mga all documents na re-record ng building official, provide po ng
behavior.
bang
So, and
provide
your
namin
concern is on the facilitation of the building.
building permits saka yung about the processing fee sa amin. Sa amin na rin, ibabayad sa munisipyo.
O, ilagay niyo yung magandang importante.
Basta lahat doon ng documents na re-record nila, kayo mag-provide. Even the checking the stability of building dahil mag-add tayo ng another story, baka i-record nila ng structural stability na kung kaya pang dalhin itong existing building yung i-add natin. Tapos lahat ng certification, po-provide nyo. Kailangan kasi din ng certification ng engineer.
Kami ang po-provide.
Kaya naman po-provide.
competition namin si Minda, so
Wala po. Sino pinapulisin yung mga kopya?
Oo, hindi kayo usap pa sa akin.
So take note of that. So, yung receipt of bids will form part of the minutes of the meeting and not a supplemental bid. Yun ang highlight. To summarize, ako na magsasabi tapos the back is the time. And the building permit will is the responsibility of the bidder, the winning bidder, as well as presentation, but the and the fee, of course, as included in the and the some of the plans are dedicated. Advance and
Yung documents na namin naman.
So that's the highlight. So question from the members of the LAC.
No question.
Okay, continue.
Sir, meron ba itong change order if ever na halimbawa during the construction? Variation or
Well, as the situation requires, which is part of the RA, so the bank will start. Of course, there are this is part of it. It depends on the situation, on the demand of the environment. It's going to change the composition. If there's significant change in the economic condition, therefore there's variation. Another. Pa-acting ako mga. Diba roon na? Pati yung pagkain ko na tinapay, pinuko na rin eh. Kapapanood din. From the technical working group, acting, it has some influence.
Sir, doon sa materials, wala naman tayong mga required ng branches.
Well,
Kasi, diba?
that's why I would like to ask the opinion on our comments.
Actually, hindi pa talaga yung nalagyan natin after brand, ano? Pero
Hindi pa.
siyempre,
Yung alam ko,
bawal yun.
Characteristic.
Pero as end user,
Specification.
talaga namin, basta yung magandang quality, siyempre. Actually, yung target talaga natin dito, dahil ang completed commercial building, ang budget dapat dito 2.5 million. Ngayon, ang binigay lang sa atin, 1 million. Kaya talagang partial lang yung magagawa. Ngayon, ang gusto namin mangyari, yung sa 1 million talagang quality building yung bubong at saka technique ang magawa. Kasi siyempre tinitignan natin yung baka posibleng hanap tayo ng karagdagang budget para doon. Kasi kung makikita na maganda yung performance natin doon sa paggagawa, ito madadali na tayo. Kaya doon sa mga nanalong bidder, alam gusto namin quality construction ang mangyari. Kaya kung yung pinakamagandang brand na kaya mo ng budget, doon tayo.
So, kasi yung plano, walang sukat, walang dimensions.
Actually, merong
So, wala po siya mga dimensions.
Teka, bakit hindi ginawa ng engineering natin sa harap? Di ba sinasabi niya kung ako
Ano po?
ng engineering?
May invitation yun pa sila.
Sila kami.
Ano sir, ito maya-maya, may hanapin doon yung meron yung may dimension eh. Meron.
Hanapin mo. Oo, sige,
Meron naman eh. Dito lang. Hindi lang nila mabigay. Ito yun eh.
Ayan.
So therefore,
Hanapin ko muna yung
please instruct pakilagay sa minutes
pero hindi yan ito dito.
the engineering group, the
Meron.
PW, to work on this.
Hindi lang napa-xerox.
Because they will be the technical group will also supervise the construction.
Hindi, pag ito ko namin doon, medyo hindi lang
Pag-usap na kayo.
Pero meron naman yung hinihingi sir. Hindi lang napa-xerox ko. Ano yan?
kasi very important yan, dahil pag nag-open yung place at meron sumala, hindi natin siya maaano. Kung ano man hindi natin naka-design. Kaya dapat meron tayong fix na makakapit na yun.
Saka sir, yung roof framing sir, kulang ng ano eh.
Hindi binakala na yung sa akin. Marito na siya.
Kulang ng detalye sir.
Kaya namin sila sir.
Yung mga talas na sir.
Sana sinabi niyo sa akin para ako.
Nandun sa bill ng kanyang mga detalye. Pero meron yan.
Parang sir, kulang yung drawing. Dapat meron din tayo itong makakita kung matras yun.
Wala, sige.
Final lang ba sir itong mga drawing na ito nakaset rin susundin namin sa construction. Dito rin kami magbabase ng bid.
Ay, tubig. Ay, gusto mo tubig. Ang protest fee, pagka sa mga 1% rural areas, pag may mga protest, I would like to add also that on matters of protest, the leader will oppose 1% of the total fees. Non-refundable.
Protest fee.
Wala ka makalapan. So far.
So far.
Kailangan niya ano ko yun para alam nakakalagay din na naka-include siya. So kung lamang yung mag-isa up to the last, you will be responsive, the single calculated responsive. Pero pagka hanggang doon sa visible evaluation, single lowest calculated. Basta makakipas mo ang post ko. Kasi kung tatanong ako ng dati ng kliyento, pag siniraan ka, ito post ko yun. Sinabing na ko, hindi, makatakbo yan. Oo. Ganyan ng post qualification.
Takbo sir pala. Sir, kasama itong minutes, kasama sa envelope yan.
Ni mo, hindi na. Sa amin na lang yan. Pagka, for example, meron kaming dinesisyonan na meron ka rin kopya na parang hindi, napag-usapan namin yan, in-invoke. Kunyari disqualified ko, mali, you're failed because, sabi nyo, gano'n, nasa ng proof, hindi ba, yun yun. So, ito yung magiging natin, parang binding when it comes sa decision making sa mga requirements na napag-usapan. For example, disqualify kita dahil dapat sabi ko yung 8, pero di ba meron tayo lang dito na before sa 12, di ba?
Pwede yung ibang bidder pwede mag-submit sa Quezon City, sir? Dito na lahat.
Dito na rin lahat kasi pwede namin sabihin ganun lang yun, pero hindi namin sasabihin na napagpipilihan. Pero doon na kayo magsasabi. Pag sila bibili. Pero hindi namin sasabi kasi okay lang naman yun eh. Totoo naman yun at nagbayad. Pero yung pinag-usapan, hindi sasabihin.
Next event, sir, kung nag-submit sila doon,
Di ko nag-submit sila doon, nag-open ng bids. Hindi, pag bumili sila, sasabihin na namin na doon nasubmit. By 12.
di sinabi nila sir.
Pero this is not disciplinary naman because ito talaga submission. Ito yung pag-usapan lang dito kasi ikaw ang narito. Pero for purposes of competition, hindi pwedeng, hindi namin sabihin na kung saan magsasubmit. Because it's no bearing naman eh.
Di ba yun sir yung advantage ng market ng preno?
Pero that is not, sabi nga, it's not mandatory. But mandatory is on the substance. It's only a form. The submission is very routinary. I could, di ba? So, an objection, if you object, okay, I will rule in favor of the government. Because I want competition. What's your decision? So, for purposes of competition which advantages the government, I will decide in favor of the government that the submission should be fair here. Okay? Objection?
No objection.
Paano ko makakuha ng mas marami? That's only a procedural, that's a technicality. What is important is the substance of the component. Routinary inform is something. Kasi kaya ganun, pwede mong sabihin natin, doon, uniform ko na.
Dahil yun yung nakalagay sa ano.
Kaya ibigay natin ganito yun, pero
Sa
iyan,
invitation to bid eh.
pero iyan, hindi kasama doon sa mga, yung tawag natin, yung policy. Dahil yung policy is there, that's my discussion. So, I propose a petition, doon na lang kayo magsasubmit, pero hindi makakuha ng minutes. Di ba?
Pero
Dahil
sasabihin,
gano'n naman yun eh. Sasabihin natin dito na kasi lang pagkakaiba ng dahil mo before to. Kung magsabit pa sila doon ng 8, okay pa rin. Kasi hindi naman sila umatindi. Tatagapin natin for competition. Kung dito sila nagsabit, okay pa rin. Kaya lang, kung pwede namin sabihin dito na rin. Pero kung gusto namin tagapin doon, dala namin dito, pumunta sa pwede rin. At ikaw lang naman applicable dito. Oh. That's the quality and consistency of the policy.
yes sir.
That is what you call legal framework. Predictability. So yun ako sa practice ng law. Best time pa.
Okay sir. Granted.
Okay? Hindi kayo mananalo sa akin. I am the master of your spirit. Oh, another clarification.
Wala na yan.
Kasi that is not
Edit ko kayo.
Pero hindi nila sir malalaman itong minutes natin.
Hindi. Naturally.
Apo.
Kasi pagka nagsabit sila, may kasama namin na ito ang pinag-usapan niyo, ang pakakaliga noon. Alisin niyo na yun. Ngayon, sila ay nagsabi ng dalawas doon, ay di siya may advantage niyo. Ngayon, ba't sila nagsabi ng pare-pareho lang nakakalat ko? Makakapoprotest ko yun, di ba? Ba't sila, makalag doon, nakalaman nila, paano nila nakakang ganoon na ang dimension ito, di ba?
Yes sir.
So that's a matter of procedure ang pinag-usapan natin. In law, that is only administrative. No? We will more concentrate more on the merits of the case, but on the technicality. Mga anak ni Delima, professor ko yun noon. And Heidi Yora. Oo, sa UP.
Okay na sir, ang kailangan ko lang yung kompletong plano.
Okay.
Hindi naman actually kompleto to. Kaya lang, wala yung mga
dimensions.
dimensions.
Saka yung list of eligibility yung pagkakasunod.
Mabait naman. Yung mga bata na pare kulang kami. So any other questions?
Wala na sir.
Okay, from the back? From the abuser, observer, technical working group. Having none, this private conference is hereby adjourned. Thank you for coming.
Thank you rin.
Ano ka sabi ko sa iyo?
Okay mo na